welcome to all of you and a heartfelt namaste. I, Anuradha Sharda, would like to thank all of you for watching our videos, liking our channel, and for writing in your suggestions and your comments. Today, we are going to talk with Sir on a very beautiful topic of transits. But before that, Sir, a warm welcome and a lot heartfelt congratulations on your second book, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, just for the interest of our readers who can definitely book your book on many book sites, sir, what is the topics? What are the topics that you've covered in this book?
Very good topics, many topics.
Right, sir.
One is the debilitated planet, all
Right,
debilitations, all planets or all ascendants.
right, sir.
So if you have a devil, and everyone will be having debilitated planet in his horoscope.
Right,
So
sir.
it will be a great gift
To
because they are
astrologers.
afraid, people are afraid.
Right, sir.
Next is retrogression, another important, very practical way it has
Right,
been
sir.
explained. Then
Right, sir.
Kartari Yoga, people
Yes.
do not know how to apply.
You. Yes.
Then Kemadrum Yoga,
Hmm.
people are afraid. And I have explained
Hmm.
it becomes a yoga,
Hmm.
a big Raj yoga. It's not. Then next is planetary war,
Right. Okay, sir.
Graha Yuddha. We
Ha.
all apply it wrongly.
Okay.
Then your Vargottam.
Hmm.
People are very, very happy.
Of
I
our
have a
Gautam Pran.
Vargottam. It can prove disastrous.
At times. Okay, sir.
So these basics I have touched right to their finer point,
Right, sir.
how to analyze them,
Okay,
and
sir.
let us see. And it is because everybody is watching it, reading it, so I get more encouragement.
Sir, these points, is so to speak, are the points that we all have certain amount of doubts about. Say, be it debilitated planet, and the best part of this book is that it covers debilitated planets, all the seven debilitated planets for all the lagnas. So 12 lagnas and seven. So there is no doubt for anybody anywhere that we have. And again, retrogression is an enigmatic point. Kemadruma yoga, as you had just said in the last Hindi session, where you said that it can sometimes turn in your favor. When it turns is something that you've shown in your book. So all these things are definitely something that a serious reader will want to understand and read. So it's a collector's item for all of us. Sir, today as we move forward in our for our transit webinar also, I would like to ask, sir, how does transit affect us, or its importance?
Transit in itself,
Right, sir.
without other support,
Right, sir.
transit is just a finisher, you can say.
Hmm.
Like when you set an alarm clock
Hmm.
for certain hour minutes,
Hmm.
then the hours take longer time
Yes.
than minutes. Then
Absolutely.
the last is seconds.
Right.
So when that seconds needle will reach there,
Right.
then it will ring. So
Hmm.
that is the only importance of transit. That
Hmm.
until it is supported by yogas or the promises in the horoscope,
It will not give effect.
it will not give any effect. Then dashas, see, every transit is happening. They are not stationary always.
Right.
Even your malefics, Saturn
Yes.
also in 30 years, it will cover all your
12 house. Yes, sir.
all planets. But at one time of Saturn transit, you leave this world.
At one particular time only. Yes. Even if it's
Yes,
covering in a lifetime 4 times, but we are not leaving the
three
world. We
times,
just,
four times, then Rahu,
yes.
Jupiter like this. Like Jupiter, it is aspecting three houses
Hmm.
placed in a house. So
Hmm.
it will keep on promoting. So every
Hmm.
12 year, you experience the same thing? No.
Right.
So that is the importance of transit.
Hmm.
Basically, in transit, we should first see the promise and the dasha.
Hmm.
Then only the major planets transit matters.
Hmm.
We have some rules which are applicable,
Right.
but singly that transit will not work.
Right, sir.
Single planet transit, when you say Shani will come to this house, it will happen, Jupiter comes to this house, this will happen. No.
Hmm.
See, for any event, you need two or three houses and two or three planets are involved.
Right.
So,
That's true.
similarly, transit cannot be triggered
Just by
by
a
a
single
single
planet.
planet.
Right.
You need to have the support.
Hmm.
And that support comes through the relative motion of the planet. The
Hmm.
most important is Saturn,
Hmm.
then Rahu, then Jupiter, then Mars, like this.
Right, sir.
And in this link, Moon is the
Hmm.
last planet,
Right,
fastest
sir.
moving.
Yes, sir.
And for perfect timing, you have to go to the ascendant, the Lagna.
Okay.
That is faster than
The
Moon.
moon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is the chain of transit. You
Hmm.
should not singly say a transit, it is affecting like this. No.
Okay.
Okay. So we have so many rules, some snapshot rules, and which can give a clue.
Right.
See, suppose we say that last I quoted that if anybody is to return, say in when he will come back,
Right.
I normally see moon,
Hmm.
or if it is a long journey, then you see Mercury and
Right.
moon.
Right.
So when moon touches fourth house, the
Hmm.
person will come back.
Beautiful example. Very beautiful example. Because he's
Or
touching base. He's coming back home.
coming back home. But Dasha has to support.
Right.
Then is like similarly 10th house, when somebody
Job.
is seriously ill
Ah.
and they ask me when whether he will be cured or he will
Hmm.
go. So at that
Hmm.
time I will see moon is approaching 10th house or not.
Hmm.
If it is not approaching 10th house, then he should be fine.
So this is a very strong clue here also. Why does sir have to say that moon in the 10th house? For that you can also watch our D10 videos, and sir has given sufficient reason for us to correlate. Yes, sir.
Yes,
So right,
yes.
sir.
So these are small, small topics. I am not a master of transit.
Right, sir.
I have some tips.
So, which you will
Which,
be sharing with us in our transit webinar,
yeah,
the
most
transit
probably.
webinar that we have coming up on the 5th and the 6th of March.
So most many of them
Right,
I
sir.
will share. Whatever
Right,
I
sir.
will remember, I will share.
Right,
And
sir.
but my pre-warning will be use them appropriately. They are very good tips,
Right, sir.
very good solid tips.
Right, sir.
But use them in a proper manner
Right,
and
sir.
don't get frustrated if they are not giving results because the reason lies in dasha or in
The
your
yoga.
horoscope.
Right, sir. The yoga.
Suppose in a transit, of Libra Lagan, PM, Modi can become PM. For all Libra Lagan, you cannot become PM.
The PM. Yes.
There has to be potential in the
Hmm.
horoscope. Then only you will.
And the dasha has to be again, as you say,
Dasha
favorable
and
to.
this what I have said.
Right.
These are the two things which has to be there. Right?
Right, sir.
So that is the main thing. And sometimes you find the clues when you are working on other things.
Right, sir.
Like if you say what clue I am going to give today,
Right, sir.
is the clue when I was writing this unraveling puzzle of longevity.
Hmm.
So at that time, it struck me. See, that book was based on a shlok of Faldipika.
Okay, sir.
Faldipika had said that in Ayu calculation,
Right.
D12, D3, D9 should be considered. And
Right.
in that, D12 is very important.
Okay, sir.
So I said, D12 can give fatality.
Hmm. And that is something that most of us wouldn't even go.
Yes. So I thought, and when I was doing all these calculations, I found that at the time of some mishap,
Hmm.
D12 was certainly involved.
Okay, sir.
And the clue behind this is that second house, eighth house, and seventh house are the death or the serious houses for
Right.
accidents, etc.
Right, sir. Because they're Maraksthanas.
They are Maragsthan and Ayu.
Hmm.
So I said, I noticed that in D12, any planet, especially Rahu,
Hmm.
transiting in 2-8 axis will
Hmm.
give very serious accident.
Oh.
And the final nail will be when moon transits these houses,
2, 8, or 7.
2-8 or 7. So
Right.
this is the
So, sir, this is the this is the main principle that you're giving in terms of a sudden death that we can see. And sir, we shouldn't always, as you said, always predict death. We can say
no
that
no
there's a
any serious accident also.
right. So we can
Something something is
is
going to happen. So watch
or
whenever the Rahu transits the sign which is in 2-8 axis of D12,
all right. So,
right? Watch
hmm.
that. All these things will happen. You can take the chart now.
Right, sir. So we are taking the chart of we're taking the chart of Mahatma Gandhi. Yes, sir.
Pisces Lagna is rising.
Right, sir.
So, second and eighth axis is Aries and Libra,
Right, sir.
and seventh house is Virgo.
Right, sir.
Now we take the death of Mahatma Gandhi on
See,
30th of
January
January 1948.
1948 at 11.
That day, Rahu was transiting,
Aries.
Rahu was in Aries.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes.
And it has entered, Rahu is at 26 degrees
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
in Aries. So it
Yes,
has
sir.
entered 2-3 months before. And if you
Right.
read the planning of Nathuram Godse,
Right,
it
sir.
must have started 3-4
At
months
least.
before
Yes, sir.
he had come to
Absolutely.
Delhi, staying in the Chandni Chowk area in a hotel, practicing gun shooting in company bar.
Right, sir.
following Gandhiji. So that must have taken 3 4 months. That
Right,
planning had started as soon as Rahu entered Aries.
right, sir.
And on that day, Moon was in Virgo.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Moon was in Virgo
Hmm.
when Gandhiji was shot dead.
Yes. So when we superimpose this chart on the D1 on the D12 chart of his
It
natal
is
chart,
same.
it is same. Yes,
At
it
11
is
o'clock, Pisces Lagna was rising.
rising. Exactly, exactly, exactly. So this is a very beautiful technique for us to understand if there is anything, if the yoga and the dasha is showing something untoward that might happen, we can confirm the period with the transit and we can understand. And with that help, we can surely try to work to avoid a mishap in life. That's a very beautiful thing that sir has.
Or we can minimize the effect.
Yes, we can minimize the effect also. Yes, it's a very beautiful technique sir has given. And one of the very important things that we should not forget that sir has told us that for any event to materialize, moon is the one that has to put its stamp via the transit. This is another very important point that sir has told us in the passing. I'm just laying stress on it so that you can check and verify in your charts. We have a transit webinar coming up very soon with Sir in the month of March. That is the 6th and the 7th. This seminar would be heard, the webinar would be conducted in two languages, Hindi and English. Those interested can contact us via our website or through the WhatsApp. So don't forget to set your dates for those days. Sir, thank you so very much. And for all of you, Sir is also writing his third book on Saral Jyotish. Sir, a lot of good wishes for that
Thank
legendary
you.
book to come. Also.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so
Please
much,
hit
sir.
the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.